think it shows up after a little while. How's everyone doing? Hey, Pablo. Rukia, hi. Hello. Oh man, my camera's wider. Sup, nerds? What's up, nerds? How you doing? Silsu, hi. So when I press Shift C in Blender, it does some strange zoom out and messes with the camera. I think my Shift C has been altered. Any idea on what that is and how to fix it? I mean, you could select an asset in here and then press the period key on your num lock. That should refocus your camera. Maybe. All right, I'm trying to figure out what to do here. The other night, I was experimenting with, you know, the metal material that I was putting on these guys? Where's it at? This one? Sorry, this one. It's got like the rust and stuff on it. Whoa, look, it's all low res and stuff. What? What is happening? Why? I wonder if that's the, huh. That's weird. I wonder what that's about. Anyways, I put it on these guys to see what it looks like, and it looks like this. Oh, I know why. It's because I changed the scale in the shader. Dang, dude, it's kind of hot in here today. Why is that so hot in here? Oversized gonk droid? It kind of does. That's hilarious. Okay, so let me go into shading and just fix the scale back. See, so it looks wrong here, right? So I guess that object is too large, because if I bring it over, if I bring that over here, yeah, there's all types of crazy stuff going on. That's interesting. Anyways, okay, so let's go back to here. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I needed to stream, so there's that. I wonder if I can take this whole top thing here, just start detailing out these parts. We're still kind of on the binge of just getting comfortable in Blender. So I think I'm actually going to. So we've got some collections on the top right here. If I think if I press N, no, just right click, new collection, roof 01. Let's just, we've got all these selected. Let's press M, and then we'll put that in roof 01. There we go. And we can just hide that collection. Oh, I think this is in its own collection now too. Front entrance, yeah. Anyways, I'm happy to have your guys' company here while I work on stuff. DiNusty. I wanted to ask you, probably have already answered this, but there are some Discord and 80 level Facebook page a few days ago, Autodesk Indie License and Blender. A lot of people agree that Blender should be the standard now. What do you think about that? I mean, standard requires full tool integration if that makes sense. So like everyone has to be able to use it like out of the box, animation and all that stuff. I think where Blender is possibly lacking the most currently is built-in animation tools. Could be wrong. I'll let Lucas, if he's in chat, kind of react to that and see what he says. But honestly, I think we're approaching a point where Blender, I mean, I'm using Blender at work now, so it is possible. It's still a little limited. Samo, what's up? How you doing? I mean, I wouldn't say, though, that the limitations should stop you from learning it or anything like that. Like, if you're in school right now, and your school is teaching a specific software, it does not hurt you to learn that software. I need some popcorn for this. So, like, if your school's teaching Maya, for example, just learn Maya. You can switch later. I've switched 3D packages like 6 times now, or 5 times. I went to school, it was Max. Halfway through school, they switched to Maya, so then I was like, well, all right, switch to Maya. And then when I got my first internship, they were Max and Maya, but I saw what people were doing in Max, and I was like, oh man, I think I can work faster if I use the workflow that they have. So then I started doing that workflow, and then went back to Max. Then I was in Max for like 5 years, and then I switched to Modo. I was in Modo for 3 years, and now I'm in Blender. The tools I'm referring to right now are the 3D modeling packages. So like this one, for example, is Blender. And historically, if you've watched the stream in the past, I've been using, whatchamacallit, Modo. Oh, dude, awesome. You got your, dude, that's great. Got an Artstation. Didn't you already finish this building? No. I don't think I'm going to finish this building. It's more about like using the shapes and the details on it as an excuse to learn how to do stuff, if that makes sense. So let me have this always on top. And for anyone wondering, since I get asked this every time I show this window, this is PureRef, which is like a concept, like reference canvas that you can just kind of, it's pretty nice. If you want this background away, I started doing this at work. You can just like, hey, thank you for the tier 1. How you doing? Welcome to the Empire. Happy to have you. Where is it at here? Settings. So you can change all the colors for this tool and whatnot. But well, that was weird. I felt like I saw someone to my side. Ghost, bro. So if we go to colors and then background color, you can actually lower the opacity. And then the canvas, which is like the space that's behind the font or behind the images, has its own opacity. So if we save, oh, I don't need to save that. So see, now it's see-through. And I can put this wherever I need. Pretty handy. If you double click on images too, if you have this view and you double click, you can switch in and out. So let's look on what's going on up here. So there's like a little box thing here, some wires, and then maybe like, I don't know if that's pipes or a wall piece or what. Yeah, like seriously though, thank you for the sub. It means a lot. Oh, is it choppy for you guys? There we go. What was it? Was it the screen space? It was the screen space reflections. Ambient occlusion's okay? Yeah, okay. I usually like to switch into this view and then just have the cavity on, so you can add like edge highlighting and then like screen space AO. You can see the difference. Really helps you identify the shapes. So, okay. Let's identify some little extra details that are happening here. So let's figure this piece out. Oh wow. I'm gonna turn X-ray off. Alright, those are still the same. Why is that? Why? That's weird. Let's see if it goes back to... Huh. Alright. I'm gonna have to figure out why that's happening. Oh, that's... that is a strange one. Anyways, okay, so we got this piece. Let's break this off here. That add-on, this one right here, this is part of the mesh or machine tools. Let's just do that. Man, that is super weird. I need to understand why this is happening. Hello there. Oh, you're talking about this one? This is machine tools. Derp, what's up? How you doing? As well, yeah. It's part of it. If you need to find out what that plugin is doing, you can go to your plugins here, your add-ons, sorry. Type in machine tools, and then just click this little thing here, and you can see the pies here. I think it's called shading pie. It's this one here. And key maps. Shading, yeah. I made it till the key next to the number 1 on the keyboard. I need to find out why this is happening though. That's super annoying. If Lucas was here, he'd tell me immediately. He'd be like, "It's your plugins, bro." Yeah, it's super weird. See, I can turn it all the way up too. But then when I exit out and go back, yeah, that's super weird. I don't like it. Oh, it's right there. What is that key? It still turns it on. Oh, that's strange. I'm going to just, hang on, we're going to save. And I'm going to kill this. And open Blender again. Two seconds, guys. How strange. How strange. It must be like retaining it in one of the settings, and somehow I set it to do that. So, so you're super new to hard surface modeling. Do you have any top tips or things to watch out for when it comes to hard surface? Weighted normals or weighted faces. Let me make sure that this is before I switch the camera back on. I'll show you here in a second. Oh man. Edit mode. That's super weird. Okay, well, I'll show you here in a second. Oh, I just clicked look dev. No. Yeah, face weighted normals is really good. Actually, if you link that into chat, that would be super helpful. What's the hotkey for this one here? X-ray. Anyways, if I hit new and then just discard this, you'll notice that it's not happening here for whatever reason. So that's weird. Super weird. Anyway, I'm gonna just sit here and model this. Thanks, man. Because I need to just start doing the stuff. So it looks like there's like a lip of some sort there. And then let's get these edges further down. Actually, we'll just connect those. And then I'll grab these. Dissolve. It kind of looks like there's two. Oops. Looks like there's two shapes on the top here. Oh, right. Separate that out. Huh. Whoops. Let's add our favorite color, huh? How did you connect those? I was gonna be a shortcut, I don't know it yet. So if you're in, well, Machine Tools changed it, but if you select two of these, you can do a connect, which might be in the right click here. Just merge vertices. But if I just press the vert key again, or the edge key, sorry, it merges it for me. But you changed that back, so. That's why Lucas was telling me recently, he's like, you know, those plugins are cool and all, but people on stream are going to have a hard time learning if you're using all these plugins. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, the operation should be connect, I believe. Lucas is not wrong, though. Oh, hang on here. Make sure we can pass through. There we go. Should be J. Yes, you're correct. It should be J by default. Let me, that should still work for me. Yeah. Yeah, so J. Thank you. Oh yeah, the cut tool can get kind of, that could get pretty tedious. this. Because you have to have it, you have to have it facing you as well, and then you have to make sure that it lines up. I don't know, man. There we go. Sick name. Top unit 01. Okay. Man, it's like I'm really trying to figure out what these shapes are. Oh, that might help me a little bit. Ready Pixel 1, how's it going? Hey, Grub. So, how many plugins am I using? Right now, I'm using 3 plugins. Or add-ons, we should call them add-ons. So I'm using Box Cutter, Hard Ops, which comes with Box Cutter, and where's that here? I think it's just the machine tools. Decal Machine, Machine Tools, and Mesh Machine. You don't, I wouldn't say you need them though. Everything that it's doing, you can do natively in Blender. Machine has built it in a way where it's more of like a workflow. So it's like, it's more intuitive, if you know what I mean. Man, I don't think... Unfuse? No. Unbevel? Unbevel. Unfuse. Select. Oh my god. That does not work at all. Oh man, I have to learn this now. Unchamfer? There it is. And then we don't want the edge sharp. Shift R. There we go. Machine Tools might be on GitHub. Machine Tools is free. How you doing, Artistic, by the way? So I think I want to bring these down, and then I want to actually scale them in towards each other. Oh my god, why is that? Okay, scale. 1, 1, 1. So if I do like 0.9, 0.9, 0.9. So if it's all even, I should just be able to so if I press S and then do 0.9, yeah, it'll scale in by 0.1. So I've got those plugins. I've been using Blender probably for 2 months now. Right now I'm gonna just kind of build this top unit thing here, whatever this is. I'm not even sure how it's kind of put together, and I'm kind of curious as to how we could make it more interesting, because it's probably pretty simple. Like if I bring these, or like this, and then take this edge here, I can bevel this, just so that there's a little bit more shape going on. Probably bevel this part too. This edge and bring it back. I mean, hell, I can probably can probably get rid of that. So these things on the top, I don't even know what those are. But one of like the biggest things I would say when it comes to like, you have these shapes, right, that are on top of another object, is connecting them. Making sure they connect is actually really important because it helps you ground the situation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very difficult to make sense out of something unless your brain can make all the connections. At least when it comes to 3D. I feel like this is not flat for some reason. Why am I feeling that? Huh, it is. So for example, if we cut this right here, and let's just move it down here. I think we'll actually give it a shell modifier too. I'm gonna need to p enter to make it its own object. And then, I keep calling it shell, but it's Solidify. And it gives it some thickness, right? So I can do that. That way I'm only working with this shape and it will continue to solve the thickness for me. You can see how this is working out. So if you select verts and press Control B to bevel, you just press V and then it'll bevel the verts. So like this bracket thing alone, like that's pretty important for helping you make sense out of like how it's connected, right? Have you worked in 3D before starting with Blender? Yes, I've been doing 3D art for, man, since 2004 or something like that now. Professionally, I've been doing 3D art since like 2007. So what we'll need to do actually is now that we know that there's going to be brackets, we can just leave those for now because we'll detail out those brackets and actually make them worth duplicating first. We should build one, right? Hey, thank you for the follow. The temple scene is not finished. I just kind of moved on. The goal was never to finish it, but if you guys really want, we can sit down and start finishing out some of those pieces. If I'm being honest with myself, I got super distracted by Blender. I want to see what this looks like. No, that's weird. We'll just do this. What's this look like if you do it after? Do I love that you can have separate objects but then edit both of them at the same time? That's pretty nice. Would you recommend using hotkey reference chart to a Blender beginner? I mean, sure. I think anything that helps you retain the memory is good. For me, the best way for me to learn is to try and do something that I know I can already exists. So I'm like, okay, I need to bevel this. And like, wait, how do I bevel? And then I look it up, and then I just force myself to remember that hotkey. Every time I forget how to bevel, I look it up again, and I think having a hotkey chart would do that for you. Oh, that mirror is doing weird stuff to the... Oh, I see why. Is that... Did we fix that? Is that... Are we safe again? There we go. I still don't know if I want to bevel that yet or not. Mm-hmm. Bumpy, what's up, man? I'm not getting happy with my result, and I find it boring. Dude, that sounds tough. I don't know what to tell you, man. No, all the UI. So I've changed the color of the UI via the community, making a cool like theme that kind of matches our empire. But like all the pie menus and stuff, that's just those plugins that I was talking about. Everything else is pretty default. Huh, I'm liking these shapes. So I'll show you the, so you can see how this is smoothing funny now. Let's make sure that the normals are set to auto smooth. You can set that up so it'll tighten up the edges where you're expecting it to be sharp. And this angle is basically like once it surpasses that angle, it'll soften the edge. So just want to make sure it's rendering it the way you expect it to. Let's grab these and make sure we're doing that as well. Now the reason I set the auto smooth on is because if you ever do end up using, like if I dupe this out here, let's kill this array so I can just look at this piece. Let's hide this real quick. So you have this piece out here, right? Let's go ahead and just take these edges here and we'll just bevel these. Oh, actually, I'm gonna deselect these ones because we don't want to bevel those. And so you have one edge, right? And normally you would bake a normal map to kind of make this edge look nice and tight. Martin, what's up, dude? But you can use weighted normals now and kind of force the weight along the surface. And if you do keep sharp, you can then utilize the auto smoothing value that you set, right, to soften the look. And that's weighted normals. Without weighted normals, I mean, it's essentially that. What's going on, Martin? So eventually we're gonna, well, I guess we could probably just do that now. I'm just gonna double click these to select all the faces and then deselect those. I wonder if it looks good doing that one as well. Ugh. It does not. So we've got our array modifier, which is adding the 2 extras. We're going to do our weighted normals, keep sharp, turn that up to 100 just to tighten it up a little bit more. Oh, you're finishing up your scene? Dude, nice. If you guys don't, you should follow Martin on Artstation. The guy is a true inspiration, to say the least. Doing amazing work. Definitely check him out. So I wonder... I can extrude this out. And then inset. Maybe we can inset. Nope. I control drag, and then let's double click this edge and just make sure that is marked sharp, and that will force the hard edge as well. If you don't like that color, you can go up here and in here, and you can hide your sharp edges, your creases, bevels, seams. I'm just gonna hide that. And to me, I feel like, see these edges here? This is weird. So let's kill that bevel, and then let's grab this face. And no. Nice. That does not work at all. Hang on here. Try to keep my hotkeys. There we go. So Shift Tab turns on your snapping. Control Shift Tab brings up your snapping settings. You just go vertice and then Shift Tab, and then we'll make sure pass through. Wow, that pass through is not working whatsoever. There we go. We'll just get rid of these edges here. Oh yeah, it's so pretty back here. Can I just delete these two? That'd be glorious. double click this, and we're gonna dissolve those, so we just have a face on the back. Much less stuff to think about. Just trying to match the bevels up here. What's the ring select? Because there's loop select. I'm trying to remember the ring select. So you can see I'm still remembering. Do I feel Blender? I mean, I uninstalled Modo. Does that count? Control Alt click. It's okay, so double clicking loop selects. Control double clicking is doing the ring. Thanks, man. I don't think I can actually dissolve these. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh God, it's so gross. Oh, what? What is going on here? So this auto merge thing's pretty cool. Like if I turn that on, and then I move this vert with vert snapping on, and I just move it on top. After I'm done, it should just merge them together. There you go. Shift Alt left mouse button is also loop select. Shift Alt. It is not for me. That must have got changed from one of the plugins I have. Which key map do you use for what? For the ring select? So I'm just using control left click, double click though. Eloman, did that answer your question? Sup? What's up, activities? How you doing? You gotta get those core activities going. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is not. Hang on here. Like this color's not working for me. Get roughness down so we can see how the lighting is affecting the. or how the normals are displaying the information. Kind of want to shrink this. Oh. Let's make these longer. I'm using the Blender key maps. Despite the plugin changes that I did, like I really would like to kind of try and keep it the same, just because then it makes it much easier for me to adapt later if I need to like switch computers because one went down at work or something like that. You know what I mean? I think I'm just gonna merge these over like this. Still trying to decide how I want to. So I could take this edge and go back here. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, so one thing I'm learning now, so I understand how to model and make stuff. I can create assets, right? I can create 3D assets. What I have trouble doing, which is what I really want to look into, is being able to actually design. So what I should have up, and I don't right now, is reference. Give me 1 second. I wonder if I can just. I need a button. Where is it? Like this one. There we go. 1 second. I'm just gonna make sure I can pull some stuff up without being like, oh no, you guys saw that. So I usually I go to Pinterest a lot, and I just try and find stuff that's that I find interesting or visually interesting, or things that help me understand design. Like I have this sci-fi one here, and it's just got a bunch of like sci-fi like shapes. Elaman, did that answer your question earlier? I'm just using Blender defaults. See, stuff like this is really interesting to me. Oh, also, do you guys have different resolution options on the stream? Just out of curiosity. We had some earlier, and apparently they went away. How difficult would you have you found the transition at work? Do you ever find yourself stuck because you worked in Modo for so long? You only have source? Dang. I'm so sorry. I mean, I wouldn't say that it was easy, but I don't know. I just did it. I wouldn't say it was difficult. Like once you've changed packages enough, then it doesn't really matter, right? Man, I can't decide on these shapes on the top here. instead of trying to do some fancy like weird sci-fi shape, I could, look at these brackets just chilling back here. I could just make some boxes. Simple as that, right? Oh, I keep doing that. There you go. Oh, here's another question for you. Because I've been thinking about my stream lately and like the quality of stuff and all that jazz. Does it suck to watch the stream in 720p? You know what I'm saying? I like this whole asymmetry stuff going on here. Oh, that's cool. Thanks. To save on bandwidth? Because I could switch it to 720. I just figured that everyone... Early on, I was like, oh yeah, people would want to watch it in 1080. But then, like, I didn't think about, like, what that means for people that, you know, either have limited bandwidth or just don't want to deal with that, or their internet sucks bad enough, but they still want the info, you know? Oh, why am I making two of these? What am I doing? Wait, what? Oh, I see. You don't mind 720 for game streams, but for streams like this, or prefer the high res so I can see the smaller text? Yeah, this type of stuff, yeah. The only hurdle for me changing from Blender now is I've worked at home for so long in 3ds Max and everything is in Max. Is it worth the struggle now? Or so are you? I don't remember, and you may have told me, and I apologize if I forgot. But are you in games already? I work at a game studio, but I'm not in art at the moment. I mean, it will take your time. You know what I mean? Which, if you're okay with it, that's great. I would say go for it. But like, if you're really wanting to get into games, then I would suggest just focusing on that for now. I wonder how I can do this. Rude. Circles, how you doing? I think most 3D jobs are in architecture, or so I heard. I could be wrong. 3D jobs are in a lot of things. 3D jobs in medical field is kind of crazy, but that's a thing. It's pretty cool, actually. You're great. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. It's a good Monday, just chilling. We got another hour on the stream, just hanging out, trying to model things and answering questions and just hanging out. Hanging out and having fun. I appreciate everyone who's chilling in here. There's 73 of you apparently. Apparently. That's kind of crazy. I am flattered. So I've added a bevel modifier here. You can see here, right? You can limit the method. Let's do width. And we can limit the method to weight, which is really cool because you can press N here. And if you go into face mode like this, you can increase the bevel weight. And, oh, nice. I think I actually have to apply the Solidify for this to happen. Let me look here. So I've got the bevel on and I've limit method is set to weight. So you set weight property or weight values to these edges. So if not vertices, edge. So see now these will receive the bevel, but the rest won't. You can see these ones are still pretty hard edged. Maybe I want this this edge, the full weight of the bevel. I don't like that though. It's not really. It doesn't give me the look I'm going for. I can't undo it far enough to get rid of the, okay. Let's do that. Delete that, and then we'll just go back and re-add the Solidify. We'll just, yeah, that's fine. Not to distract you, but what are you working on? It's okay. It's okay to distract me. I'm here for you guys. I'm just building out this top piece here while I continue to try and get comfortable with Blender. And that's just this giant, it's part of this giant scene. Let me save this and I can go back to all recent station. If I turn this one on, you can see we're up here right now, and I'm just focusing on this one in a separate file. And we've just been building stuff out. Oh yeah, and this front panel. This front panel is actually kind of cool with the whole like all the little details that are gonna happen down here. But again, it's not really to finish this so much as it is to like learn Blender and get used to stuff. But it's I'm having a good time. I'll leave that. What was your previous 3D software? So my previous software before this was Modo. I'm trying to decide on this bracket values here. It's all in that shape, right? Maybe this needs to go higher. Let's apply that and see what this looks like. And then add the weighted normals. Keep sharp. There you go. Not too bad. Just getting some weird stuff going on here. Why is that? You'll see me, I call this dabbling, where you just sit there and you kind of tweak stuff around. Arno, what's up? How you doing? Will you shade it as well? I could shade this. You mean like texture it? Oop. Just trying to see what's going on here. Okay, let's do an array. Would it all be mid poly? Ooh, you know some things. It'll probably just be mid poly. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not gonna be bringing it into a game engine or anything, right? I'm just trying to use this as a means to get comfortable. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thanks for all the follows, guys. You guys have been just chilling, hanging out. Much appreciated. Oh, more. How do I like 2.8? It's amazing. Oh my god, and then Toby with the Twitch Prime. Dude, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. That gif's so old. Yeah, thanks, man. I know this is a change of subject. Any tips for creating statues? I've been wanting to create one for a while. So statues are definitely things like ZBrush, or if you can go find a statue and just do photogrammetry, you could go that route. Statues are not easy, because you either do photogrammetry or you need to learn some anatomy and actually start sculpting it up. You made it. What's up, dude? But it is really about, like, anatomy or like sculpting basically. Jet, what's up, man? Yeah, I got some hairs cut, dude. Model only half of the cube. I thought you looked different. I don't know what's going on. You talking about only this or this and so using a modifier, it does limit you in certain ways. Like for me to mirror this properly, I'm gonna have to put the pivot somewhere around here, right? So the pivot right now is on one of these because I have an array on it, so it gets a little weird. The latches. I wonder if I can. So if I take this edge and then let's just extrude it. And then grab this edge. Dude, one thing I really like is when you press the G key to move, if you press it again, it just follows the direction. Look at that. It just stays within the constraints of what was there before. I love that. I don't know why that's not like normal in other tools. Yeah, I could add an empty and a pivot. Or I could just manually do it and not worry about it. Dude, a lot of the times there's like a lot of like cool tricks and stuff you can do. And then I'll just like, Dude, Jeffrey, thanks, man, for the tier 1. Thanks a lot. So in the last stream, I saw you added bevels to a few edge loops in edit mode, then selected another edge loop and added the same size bevel without adjusting the size like in Fusion. How do you do that? So that is, we'll follow edge flow of the boundary loop. Ooh, that's sick. Noble, that's awesome. Then alt, what is that? Okay, hang on. Dinar, I'm gonna show you in a moment here. Okay, so if I grab this edge. Ooh, what the hell? Are you for real? Are you for real right now? Dude. That's crazy. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Okay, so Dinar, so you're saying if I've got like, let's do this. So I got this guy here, right? We go to edit and you select this edge and I control B and I do this bevel. And then I go to this edge and I just do this. Is that what you're, and like that? Is that what you're talking about? So that's just repeat, Shift R. Works both ways. Man, that is sick. When using a tool, it has to be active. Look at the bottom of the blender. There's a line showing the tool can do. Oh yeah, you're talking about down here? Guys are making my insides melt. My God. Creative juices. For some reason, my brain just had like the visual of me going outside after stream to go feed or to let the dog out. and then getting like picked off by a spider, and the spider's so excited because I'm just full of all these creative juices. I don't know why that's in my brain. That's a weird one for sure. Trying to figure out what to do with this. Yeah, dude, that's some scariness. Oh, right, I need to... where are we at? There we go. So I know I can do like a... There's this radial... This thing confuses me, man. So I can do this, right? But I want it a little bit more reliable than that. Like, how do you change the axes of it? Those gizmos are weird. Like, I'd rather just kind of... You know? Whoop. Like, it's not accurate, but I'm cool with this. Oh, yeah, I could do an array with random rotations. Or not random rotations, but... So you're talking about if I... So let's do this. Geometry. So if we did an array, and then we zeroed that out, but then we... like that. Is there a way to rotate it, though? Curve modifier? What? I haven't even... Oh, right. Tie the offset to the rotation of an empty. Oh, you guys. Making me... Okay, so Shift A, empty, whatever, a cube, right? And then what? I go back to this guy. Add another object's transformations, and then go to the empty, and then move this. Like that, right? And then go back to this guy and then increase the... That's, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Feels bad, man. Whoa. Man, this is a weird song, I tell you what. Oh my god. Man, that's pretty cool. That control's really nice. then I guess I just go to this and hit apply, and then I can get rid of that. Object offset is in the modifier. Just select the empty there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it'll cost you some geo, but let me see if I can do this right. Whoa. Okay, hang on. I gotta change that song. That was a little too crazy. So there is a slice tool somewhere here. I mean, I guess I could just do this and then. That's not what I wanted. So I can do this type of stuff. And then I could probably do like vertices. And then, let's see here, the move tool, and then press O so they get the soft selection, and then just scale that up or down. And then you just bend these so they're not perfect. Oh wow, it looks like I did something horrible. What did I do there? Apparently I got rid of that edge in the back. Oh wow, and there's some like crazy, oh I see, something horrible happened. Do you see that? There's like somewhere along the lines, I did something crazy. Okay, well. Hang on, let me see what so I think I had something on that freaking did something crazy. So instead of trying to fix these, I'm just gonna, you know, say no. Ain't nobody got time for that. Might as well just fix it. Just build it again. Yeah, but I lost the back edges, which was not good. That was the problem for me. I also am not really liking these brackets here. So I could have cleaned it up to get rid of the extra edges, but I lost some verts back here, and I just don't want to deal with it. I think I can bring this further back now, too. And we can also make an empty cube. And then do the thing we did before. Oh, I can actually leave that, right? And then just point to the empty. Because all the information's happening here. It's not going to be perfect, but it's all good. Oh no. Oh. Hang on. I had to clear my transforms. Kind of like, whatchamacallit? Like in Maya when you have to freeze and delete your history. Hey, Elite Raw, thanks, man. Thanks a lot, dude. Super appreciated. I guess if I didn't want to freeze this, I actually need to grab both of these, right? So that they transform as one. That's interesting. All right, applying that. Applying that, Jazz. Do you know what's really funny is if I just start using Decal Machine, a lot of the details will be solved for me now. Increasing undo steps, is there a practical limit on that? Your RAM? Silsu, oh my gosh, thank you. Dude, you guys are freaking dropping them like it's crazy today. Thank you very much. You guys enjoy watching me struggle. Is that what's going on here? Oh man, thank you. That's super cool. Okay, so you know how like there's always this discussion about like why is this look why does it look like 3D? And one of the early things that people do that looks like 3D is they keep hard edges, right? So there's keeping hard edges. There's when you soften it enough, then the next thing is figuring out how to get rid of hard edges where, like, say this object without this edge here, the way it meets the rest of the mesh creates a hard edge as well. So you have to watch out for that. Now the next one that can cause the same issue is odd single shapes. Gotta get that AO. Odd single shapes. So, for example, this shape. By itself, this is a very weird shape, right? So remedying that would help us immensely. Well, probably, I think I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, I would say do as many undos as you can. Dude, I remember when I was in 3ds Max, I'm just like, just set it to 1,000. Just set it to 1,000, it'll be fine. That's, of course, crazy, but whatever. It was fine. Man, this music's pretty serious. Guess I'm gonna dupe this way out here just to try and figure this out. Okay, we're going into cut mode. Just gonna do this. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a cool shape. I can see it already. Oh, and then I then I right clicked and undid. Spacebar. There we go. Actually, let's make that smaller. Which means this needs to go up. And also means that I don't need this this vertice. Oh, come on, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one. And then we're gonna delete. I'm gonna leave these as well. Dude, I am digging this music. Oh man. The other option is to make less mistakes. That's amazing. What would you say the features you miss most from Moto? I think I've actually been able to find all the equivalents that Moto has in Blender. Does that make sense? Because like they have the round edge shader. I mean, I guess the baking's pretty straightforward. UV tools I think might be better in Modo. You know what I don't like is this stupid bracket thing. There's a shader in Blender to add a bevel. Is that a thing that you mean? Yeah, that's the round edge shader that I'm talking about. That stuff's the future, man. Twitching, I wouldn't say that. Come on now. Oh yeah, I like that. It's a tighter edge there. That feels way cooler. And I don't know why, but it just feels cooler. We're gonna, there we go. Yes. Need to know all about this sorcery? Yeah, so what Ubisoft said is the VFX studios. That's the official statement currently. You know what's funny? Let's okay, so we're in the viewport shading mode. So there's this thing, Decal Machine, which comes with these pre-made deferred decals. And you just click one and it places it down. And then there it is. And it's pretty convincing because it's got parallax occlusion mapping on it as well. And it's only like this one, for example, is just a single poly, right? And if you press G and move it around and then hold down Control. No, is that right? Hang on. Oh, I wonder why it's not. I guess does it have to be aligned to target closest? Oh no, it's not doing it. Snapping mode to face. Like that. Hey. That's weird though, median. Cause like you could do it without it. There it is. All right, and then when you press Control, it does it for you. All right. So let's delete that, and then I'll show you some of the other stuff. Because I think what I would actually do, these actually need to be beveled as well. And this needs weighted normals. There we go. But yeah. Yeah, Decal Machine actually, Machine is working on being able to bake right now. But let's say I wanted this piece, right? Nice. You can just kind of, wow, that's weird. I wonder, my geo must be flipped or something, huh? It must be because of the mirroring. Because if I go over here, yeah, that's the mirroring, I think. What is this song? I can't. Right as I got rid of the mirroring. That's so funny. Radioactive oblivion. Damn. Brutal. You could use a shrink wrap modifier and project it to bent surface. 32 undo steps. Is that what that was? The default's 32? Yeah, Martin, once I get a little bit more into it, I definitely want to start pushing that type of stuff. Have I gotten the RTX yet? No. No, I have not. Is it another name for smooth shading? So round edge shader. I don't know if I can actually show that in stream without the stream freaking out, the bandwidth. But if you go into shading, and you're in here, right? And you go into here, you go Shift A, and you press S, and then you type in Bevel. There's a Bevel node, and you just plug it into your normal. And you'll notice when you're rendering in cycles that this edge, you can actually bevel it in the shader. So then you just turn the samples up and then you just change the radius. I'm not going to render it though because it'll freaking destroy everything. The stream frame rate will just take a crap. I'm pretty sure anyways. Why? Just gonna eyeball this because I don't care. I don't care, you can't make me. Oh. got 15 minutes, guys. Silly question, but how come your shader graph doesn't have straight lines between the nodes? That is a good question. I'll show you. So if you go to shading, and yeah, I mean, you saw it. You just like AO, and then I've got that's happening, right? You're like, oh, what is that? Why is it curved like that? That's crazy. So if you go into rendering, or sorry, edit preferences, and you go over here and you go to themes, right? Themes, node editor. At the very bottom here, there's a curve value. So its default is 0. You can just turn it up to 10, and then it's curved. Super funny. I was like, oh, I like that. That's not a silly question, though. It's kind of silly that it's straight to begin with. I guess it's the hardcore, right? The OG. Them Blender OGs. It's gotta be. Ugh, again, some weird. Ugh. That's weird. I wonder if I could bring that there. Actually, take all the way up to here, and then take this. Does that look weird? Kind of does. Kind of gross. Oh no. Have you tried Octane yet? No, I have not. I think that I have more than enough on my plate right now. Any good tutors for 2.8? Definitely check that channel out. And since you guys have all been hanging out here, you can go check out the Discord. We have this cool art community that's hell-bent on helping each other get better at art. Just want to make sure that doesn't look weird, huh? I wonder what it looks like if I just bevel that one. Always trying weird things, you know? Gotta try. What if it ends up looking cool? Oh, we're missing one, guys. We're missing one. I don't know if we need one over here, or if there's any even any room. Oh no. Yeah, Octane's a type of renderer. Those guys got it in chat. GPU-based rendering, which is like awesome. You should read up on like why Octane is doing what they're doing. Those guys in goal, they want freaking whatchamacallit, Star Trek. They want holodecks like bad. That's their goal. They're like, we're on our way, guys. It's happening. And you're like, oh, they're excited. This is exciting. I'm excited that they're excited. Man, that song's kind of a little crazy. Not convinced. I'm not convinced. I am getting faster at this though. I can feel it, which is nice. That's what I want. I want to get faster at this modeling. All right, we got 4 minutes. Time to decal. Oh, wait. Okay. Now I can decal. Crazy Bear, what's up, man? Blender. Dude, this song is also kind of... Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys the other thing that blows my mind. I was like, what the hell is this? So let's grab this shape, right? And let's create a box here. And we'll shrink it down. And we'll just kind of have it cut through here on this piece here. Hey, thank you for the follow. How you doing, by the way? Welcome to the channel. So you select this one, then you select this one, then you go to the decal tool and you hit slice, and you get this strip here, and you're like, what is this? What is this thing? Look at that. What is that? It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Oh, Lord. Look, it even continued through because the... It's crazy. It's just... It's crazy. It's messed up, man. Why would you give us that power? Like, what am I doing? Well, I hope you guys had a good time on the stream. That doesn't feel right. I appreciate everyone coming out. You guys kept the numbers pretty high today. It was 70, 75, 80 people in here. What version of Blender is this? This is 2.8. You look awesome. Welcome to the stream, man. Please give a follow if you have not. On Thursday we do portfolio critiques and Discord critiques. You can join the Empire and learn to be a better artist with all of us. We're all learning all the time. It's kind of endless. You're breathtaking. There's no way I can top that, man. You have a neat evening. Thanks, everyone, for coming out. I'll see you guys later, huh? I don't know what we were building here. It's feeling pretty cool, though. I'm liking it. Ciao, huh? All right. Bye, guys. Have a productive week. Also, thank you for all the subs. You guys are amazing. All right. See ya. Oh my God. It's the wrong camera.